Well, look who it is. The Chief Girl Scout. Did they have to drag you out of that hole by your hair?
I just lost my whole family, Kira. We're all that's left.
Oh yeah? Well, I lost mine a long time ago. I've always been alone. And now that I'm out here, I like it that way.
Kira? What are you doing?
I don't see why you should live. You're no good to me, you waste space, and I don't like you.
Kira, you shoot her, you're dead. You want to play by wasteland rules, then know that numbers always win.
Fine, fine. I'll let the trollop live. That way all the boys can use her as their personal cum bucket. Great.
The house we're headed to is up ahead. You can either join us or stay here and rot. Your choice. The house is this way. Follow me.
Holy shit! I never thought I was going to see you again. When I left the vault and started walking away, I had no idea there was anyone left. How did you get out? The main doors were all shut, and I sealed the way behind me as I left. Just look. No matter how far from the vault we may get, Jen Hale is a twat, and I want nothing to do with her. But you don't want me to act out my basic character traits and make a bitch of myself, is that it? Jen Hale ruined my life. I just escaped from that living nightmare, and all the evidence was wiped away. Now, here she is. You don't know what that's like. I just got my freedom back. I don't want her around. Fine. We will. For now. Was there anything else you wanted to scold me for? No one on our side, if that's what you mean. So far I've been alone except for the giant mutant bugs and my rifle. Through the old emergency venting shaft. It's only open when the reactors are offline. That only happens if there's a fault in the system. Since I heard gunfire in the hall, I figured that the reactors were going to overload and self-destruct. I had to take the chance when I had it. There was a wall of steam chasing me the whole way out. It was close. I figured no one else made it. I'm going to make camp tonight. Then I'm going to take this road west until I find the nearest pack of raiders. I'm going to hunt them down, take their shit, find a way into their base, and figure out where they took my tribe. Follow you where? This road looks like it leads nowhere. Well, if Dr. Rossman thinks it's a good plan, then all right. Let's go. Wait, what happened to Dr. Rossman? Why isn't he here? That's so sad. I'm sorry. He was a great man. I'll miss him. He's probably the only one I'll remember in a few years. Come on, let's get to this house and see what we can find. Maybe there's some old ammo we can pick up to help us on our way.
So, this is all of us.
We're all that's left. There were so many of us running through the caverns. Someone else must have made it.
I didn't see anyone else after we took out the turrets. I think the Enclave got them.
Well, those freaks outside, who the hell were they? Looks like they were kicking the Enclave's ass.
They were Dragon's elite psychos. The raiders that enslaved my tribe. They're the ones I'm gonna kill.
Then you're in luck. It looks like the Vault's reactors blew them all to hell along with the rest.
No, that was only a small raiding party. There are thousands of them out there, and we need to take them out.
This is the house Dr. Rossman told us about. I remember him bringing me here when I first woke up from my delirium. We should find out what happened to the people that lived here, then get some rest. I'll take first watch. We're on one of the highest points in the mountains. The cold air should fall down the slopes and push any heavy particles downwind. The valleys will be dangerous heading back towards the vault. Radiation is a constant danger. Watch your Pip-Boy. That sounds like a personal problem. I knew these people. They were friends. If you can find them, they won't mind sharing their space. I'm worried about why we didn't see them on the way up here. You're right. No one leaves their weapons and ammunition in the wasteland. Not unless whatever's chasing you is more terrifying than losing your life alone in the wastes. There should be a note left around somewhere if they were forced to leave. These were Dr. Rossman's friends. Wasteland scouts stayed here. If something scared them away from their post, it must have been impressive. I'll search the house for a map. We'll have to get to safety somewhere populated where the Enclave is afraid to operate. We can set our own objectives from there. Maybe we can find work with the locals. The NCR always has contract jobs available, or settle with a tribe. For now, I think your first concern as de facto leader of this gang of misfits is to keep them from falling apart. You saved these people. You are responsible for them. Whatever your reasons were at the time, they still see you as the kid they grew up with, the one they never expected to need as a leader. Now you have to make them see that you deserve your authority. In our anarchy, power is your only justification. Use it. You have to use your strongest trait to shock them, and follow it with a damn good speech. Politics and fancy words won't get you far out here in the dust, but where we're going, you should have that extra weapon on hand. It looks like you'd better get started. When you can't stand it anymore, fire a single shot into the ceiling.
When the fuck did you turn into goddamn She-Hulk? Are you on Psycho? Jesus, one drugged out maniac is enough.
If you don't want to fight, then that's your deal. I have a mission, and I'm going to see it through.
Are you serious? I think that your plan is suicide. We barely made it out of the vault alive. We can't face an army.
You're just cowards. I've studied the vault archives for years. I know everything about them.
Your crazy half-cocked delusions are gonna get you shot. Look, how the hell did you get out of the vault so fast anyway?
There's another way out. Through the reactor's emergency vent. I closed it off and made my way outside.
What? The only way to initiate the self-destruct is to close off the shaft. You allowed the Overseer to do what he did.
Oh, yeah. Blame me for saying... Saving my own ass. You were doing such a great job with Bragg and his Munchkin army, I thought you could handle it.
Hey, thank you for saving me in the vault. I really appreciate the way you treated me back there. I would have just stayed down in that room until, well, I'd be dead if not for you. Thank you. Huh. All those cars that were piled up outside the vault, the ones that never made it, I'm glad they didn't live to see us like this. I heard all these stories about the Wasteland Scouts, how they used to go on wild adventures out here and save the day. Right now, I just think it's terrifying. He was never that scary to me. He was always just my daddy. I never saw him get angry at anyone that didn't ask for it. All right, I'll wait here until you find what you're looking for.
Hey, Eric and I were discussing our plans for the future. Where to go from here. We'll talk when we get settled. Just give me a minute.
That was a good speech. Better than what I could do. I feel a little better knowing one of us can actually lead. Thanks.
That was some speech you gave. Let's hope you can hold this little team together long enough to stick to your promises. Good. I'm going to hold you to it. When we find our tribe, we'll fix all of this.
Well done. You managed to keep our little tribe together. Dysfunctional as it is, we're all still alive. I'm positive. At the very least, they would abandon each other, and without basic survival skills, they'd be dead in a few days. How many of them know not to drink the water or eat irradiated food? Which of them would stand up to a raider and talk them down from a massacre? As long as we're all in one place, we can pool experience and stand against small armed tribes. Otherwise, divided, they'll be alone with the desert and outnumbered by our enemies.
Of course. Complete everything you need to do and we'll prepare in the morning.
We need to travel light and get them to safety before moving on. The Enclave remnants and raiders will both be looking for survivors. The best we can do for them is reach Union City and wish them luck from there. I'd rather travel alone. Groups attract attention. I have a feeling they didn't live through the winter. I'd check out back and see what you can find in the garden. If the soil is tilled, then they've left recently. Just one. Find any food and water left in the cellar and distribute it to our companions. They need it as much as you do. And lastly, if you haven't found a suitable change of clothes, you should scavenge what you can. Any one of us still wearing a vault suit gives away our origin. That may not be in our best interest as we meet strangers along the road. The clockwork mind on your arm to them just looks like magic. Very few will understand its origin except as black magic of the old gods. Only a few generals and businessmen may ever have any idea what it really is. We should try to avoid them. There's a legend of a small device like ours, one that can fit in the palm of your hand. If you find one, you should use it to hide your origin. It seems our companions have finally settled down. Hopefully they'll get some rest before moving on. Good. We'll need this kind of magic to fend off the demons of this land. Set them along the road and in that stand of trees along the cliff. If a creature of the night sneaks up on us, it'll hit the road first, then run for cover along that ridge. Good. May their flames sear the flesh of our enemies. Add another tragedy to the list. I read their notes. You can find them on the shelves in the bedroom. It seems they were being tracked by an invisible demon. Eventually it found them here. They fought it, but Catherine didn't survive. The old man decided it was best to bury her here and set off to try and find it to take revenge. It said he travels light and assumes he'll never return. The damage to this house is from a weapon the demon used. I doubt with that kind of firepower it needs their supplies, which is why we found them here. Then the demon has a name. All the better to call it out and kill it if we ever cross its path. We should set traps outside tonight to be safe. There are mines in the cellar. You may want to place them by the road. After that, you should get some rest. You haven't recovered from your fatigue yet. It gets worse the longer you stay awake. You should head to bed if everything else is taken care of. Finally, you're awake. I was worried your restlessness was more than just a fever dream. It seems trouble has found us. We have to get ready. There are raiders coming up the road. They were carrying torches, so we spotted them. They saw a silhouette in the window. Now they're calling us out. That's your call. Their leader's positioned down the hill just behind cover. You can try to talk them down, or we can try and fight.
Vault dwellers, we know you're all up there. Come on out now. We might let y'all live.
I think that's our cue to respond. Set up along the door and see what you can do.
I'm not gonna give you much more of a chance, Vault dwellers. If you don't come out, we're gonna light this whole damn mountain on fire. Wise choice.
So you're the one Nas told us to be on the lookout for.
Right here in the
Boss had
moonlight.
no
Right
idea
in
that
the
old
season.
vault was still up there. Shame it went the way it did. Now I'm only gonna ask you this once. Where is Dr. Rossman? Is that so? Now listen here, Pip. I've been hunting that savage nerd for 10 years, and you're gonna tell me that jerk-off Bragg nailed him in one shot? Do you know how many of my men have shot Rossman and reported him dead? He always comes back. Always! Now where the hell is he? I want him dead. He's killed countless raiders over the years, cost us millions in damage and lost property. Most of our woes over the past 20 years have been directly related to him. Now you're gonna tell me everything I want to know. Well, ain't you a dandy little flower picker? Let's see how bad you talk with a mouth full of blood. I beat kids half your age quarter way to death for talking back to me, but I'm not who you answer to today. Oh no, not me. You and your friends are going to come with us and tell that line of crap to the boss. Bag him.
Shit. That's why they do it, mate. Get him, boy.
Violence will not be tolerated.
You're dead.
Come on.
It's time for us to get the hell out of here before more show up. Come on, down the mountain. We're going to head for the desert. The map on the wall says that's where my tribe was last seen. At the very least, it's far away from here, and the Enclave will have no way of reaching us. We can vanish without a trace in NCR territory.
Hey, you out there, you friend or foe? Ha, well met, stranger. It's good to hear somebody still has a sense of humor in these woods. Come over here and join me by the fire. It'll be good to have some company, and I aim to find out what that racket was last night. So, you come up from that vault in the mountains? I wasn't expecting to see any of your kind alive again. What happened? You guys look it. Healthy skin and eyes give it away. That and my pappy came up from number 18. Been friends with a lot of y'all over the years, though I'm sure I'm not going to be seeing much of them anymore. Yep, you won't hear much about them from folk out here. We try to keep it hidden. The less we talk, the less word gets out that we exist. Keeping Vault 18 a secret is a sacred thing to us. You do well to hide it, too. Some people worship your kind. Others? Well, you'd best not find out. Huh. Damn shame. Kevin was one of my best friends. All of them were. At the risk of sounding disrespectful to the dead, I'm going to give you one more piece of advice. Keep those names a secret. Every bad guy from here to Arizona uses them as curse words. You mention them in front of the wrong people, and they'll skin you alive trying to find out where they are. Well, hell, I've known Kevin for years. He's a legend out here, saved a lot of people from a lot of bad things, myself included. I knew Yeti and all of them, good people. I'm guessing from your use of the past tense they didn't make it. I suppose not as many as you. I'm guessing you're one of the orphans that Rossi saved back in the day. I'm sorry for your loss. You care to tell me what happened up there? Well, everybody in California heard something. As for that story, it seems you're in luck. I have a fire going and I have all the time in the world. Nope. I was just on my way to check on that report of a bright light and see why several dozen friends of mine never made it back. The boss and I aren't seeing eye to eye these days. I'm not planning on heading home. So, go ahead and tell your tale. That makes sense. The Enclave has been a bug up Dragon's ass for months now. Been hiding secrets from us lately. The old mine has been supplying them with uranium ore and serving as a staging area for their activities going on a decade. But Dragon and his men caught wind of their plan to raid the vault, so he and Nos sprung a trap to capture all of the Enclave's gear. Looks like it might have been quite a haul. Nos came back in one of them vertibirds like some kind of badass. I'm sure he'll use it to make a war on the NCR seem winnable. That's when I decided to leave. Their blood is as red as mine, and I don't intend to spill it. Who knows? Crazy bastards. Probably just looking for information, or slaves. You did pick up on the fact that they're all insane, right? The Enclave didn't serve us. They served themselves. When they showed weakness, we struck their throats and eliminated that threat. We don't take kindly to people outside our circle nosing in on our business. In the past, that was a good thing. We could maintain our ranks, stave off hostility, and defend ourselves. We conquered this area with ease. With this latest haul, we grew stronger. We made an open gesture that we will betray our allies. And as you can see, there are far bigger and older threats than the Enclave in California. I want out, before it's too late. Yep, survivalist, from the day I was born. Won't be for much longer, though. I'm 60 years old, and I don't plan on staying. Decided I wanted to die of natural causes. Yeah, I know, not a very exciting response. But when you've seen as much war as I have, it gets old. Hell, so do you. The real reason is I'm tired of what Dragon's doing to us. Survivalist used to mean something. It ain't the same anymore. A mean old snake. He's one of 8 warlords that rule the Raider tribes and keeps order among the Alliance's chiefs. If you want to understand who he is, that's a longer story. But what he is, he's a tyrant. He was from one of the old Mexican families that survived in the mine during the Great War. He's one of their last grandkids. His policies have diluted the Alliance into a mess of convicts, thieves, and psychotic killers. He says they're freedom fighters, resisting the NCR. About as much as I can figure, they're all insane, like him. All over California, any wild tribes the NCR couldn't devour, they fled here. Truth is, these days, Raider is about all there is left to say. There isn't much remaining of the old ways from when I was your age. Oh, in the old days, we were a smart company, 5,000 strong. Hundreds of families lived here. We may have been bastards, but we were just. When the NCR showed up, we'd fended off a whole horde of those super mutants. They left us alone at first, then they betrayed our agreement. They launched a surprise invasion, annexing our property under imminent expansion, tore our land apart right in front of us. They offered a truce after we damn near wiped out 10,000 of them. But we declined. I'm headed back east. We had a traveler come through not long ago, said there's another tribe growing back in Arizona, one with real meaning. I reckon I'll make it there for 2 or 3 years. I've got a great companion here, and a lot of time to think. Yup, now, we gotta find you a home, seeing as how yours got all blown up. You got plans, kid? Not likely, kid. No one's gone to Vegas and survived in over 100 years. NCR's tried, but raiders have got them trapped along the 15. In LA, well, it's a long walk. NCR's got control of the highway along the 10, and there's mobsters and mutants the whole way. Not to mention the sandstorms coming in off the Dune Sea. You'd likely end up dead, this being your first trip out of the vault. Ha! How about this, kid? I'm going to punch a couple of locations into your Pip-Boy. These should get you to a place where you can find help. Well, this is the first big fork in the road you'll come across. All the roads west of here are a mess. North you got Black Bear. If you want to live a long and healthy life, don't go that way. Athens Tech Mine is up there, home of the raiders. They have towers all in line of sight of each other and send troops to respond to threats. Odds are you'll stumble into a town along the road and get ambushed. They'll be out looking for you. The road that heads east will take you along the ridge and out into the desert. I suggest you stay on it. It's a hell of a trip, but Union City is out along 138, past the I-15 Beltway. Raiders got it choked off, so you may want to go around it. If anyone is out there to help you, it's going to be the Union. That's NCR territory now. Past that, you just keep moving to LA. As for me, well, I'm just going to continue my journey. Oh, like what? You too, kid. I hope you find some of your legacy out there. You've got a lot to live up to, if you manage.
I could get a few things off your back if it's getting too heavy for you.
Hey, there's someone pointing at us on that bridge. Should I shoot them?
No. She's had us in her sights twice. If she wanted us dead, she'd have shot us by now. She wants us alive.
Great. Another friendly chat on our journey. Just what we need.
You there! Hold your position! What are you doing here? Vault Dweller, are you aware that you've just stepped onto a live battlefield? I doubt it. You want to make good on that, or are you just puffing up your purty chest? Trust you? I don't know. Just a hunch. You might just be the miracle I'm praying for. If not, then none of this is gonna matter. Damn it. Already making slack. Come talk to me when you're squared away. Grab the rifle off that body if you need it. Come on.
Survivors.
Don't expect me to carry your junk.
Sure, I've got your stuff all fixed up and ready to...
Hey, are you ready to save that NCR captain? He doesn't have much time. Because standing here while the raiders make up their minds on whether to mortar this bridge or not isn't helping anybody. I'm a soldier. I may not be the smartest of them, but I know my job. I'm also a ranger, and I'm sworn to protect the innocent. I have to help him. That's my place in life. You're free to refuse if you're afraid, but I'm going down there either way. We need to take the heat off the NCR troopers. Do anything we can to buy them time. If you help hold the line, that'll be enough. I'll take out the mortars and the guy in charge. After that, we bug out, run to Union City. Yeah, I bet. Just keep those guns pointed at the raiders. Right, follow me. Stick to cover and avoid the open desert. They're dropping mortars all across our path.
This isn't a battle we can win. We should rescue the captain and make a straight dash for Union City. Come on.
Get down! Get down! You're Ranger Vargas?
Yes, sir. I found this kid passing through the battlefield. Thought they might be helpful.
I won't ask. I'm just glad to see a friendly face. Let's take out the commander on the bridge.
You think that's a good idea? It might just piss them off.
It's my dick I'm shoving into the hornet's nest here, Ranger. After he's down, we can get out of here.
You're thinking we head to Union City, repo there, and sort out a plan of action?
Affirmative. Can't go anywhere until that CO is dead. Let's see if the kid can handle themselves. Then book it back up to 138.
You heard him, kid. Let's run up the line and take out the CO. Move on! Move on!
Hey, nice work out there, kid. When we get to Union City, come talk to me. I'll have a reward for you.
Just let me die.
I hope it's still in one piece.
Ow. I got it.
Showed him what he had coming. Showed
Sweetie,
him what he
leave
had
that
coming.
messy business to Eric.
Walter! Hell, am I ever glad to see your ugly mug.
Captain Jameson, what the hell happened? Who are these guys?
Walt, you wouldn't believe me if I swore on my mama's grave. Get that gate open.
Yes, sir, Captain. We'll grab a beer later. You can swear me in, I guess. Hey, what about this weird-looking kid?
They're with me. Come on.
This place is enormous and kind of disgusting. Oh, I think I see an electronics store up ahead. Maybe a good time to pay a visit.
Sand Creek dwellings and recycled shanties. A classic NCR outpost. The last fart before the shit of civilization.
Talk to the General, but please, don't try to get us involved with the NCR. Stay focused on your promise to find our tribe.
I don't trust this Silverman. Beware of treachery, my friend.
Had enough?
Captain? Hey, wait. You have to sign in your tags.
I don't care. We need to see this general ASAP. And leave the kid. He's with me.
Captain Jameson, what the hell are you doing in my office?
Can't you see we're having a meeting?
Sirs, I apologize for the intrusion. This is Carrie Vargas of the Desert Rangers.
Well met, Ranger. What's this about, Captain?
Sirs, I regret to inform you that our convoy was ambushed by raiders in the I-15 Beltway.
What? What happened, Captain? Details!
Able Company was ambushed minutes before we were. We got the radio transmission and double-timed it to their position. My unit, Baker Company, followed them in. We were pinned down until Ranger Vargas and this Vault Dweller intervened. We eliminated a survivalist commander who immediately ran to Union City. I'm sorry, sir, but Able Company was lost.
You mean to tell me that a band of raiders successfully ambushed 80 men?
Sir, the raiders were in force and were assisted by aircraft. They had vertibirds bearing Enclave marks.
Captain, do you understand the gravity of your claim? Are you certain?
Yes, sir. Ranger Vargas can confirm.
Yes, sir, I can. The survivalists appear to possess Enclave technology. They overwhelmed my unit with plasma weapons 10 minutes earlier.
General, if what they're saying is true, we could face an imminent Enclave threat.
Gentlemen, the contents of this conversation are classified. Everyone leave this room except the kid.
General, I have to object.
Get out! All of you, now!
Sir, I will have to inform the Joint Chiefs of this.
Vault Dweller, come here and take a seat. I'd like a word with you. Staff Sergeant, close the door. Well then, I'm very pleased to meet you, Vault Dweller. My name is General Silverman, head of NCR forces in this territory. If my subordinate is correct, you may have unwittingly fallen into possession of top-secret NCR intelligence. Am I correct in having understood that your vault was captured by Enclave forces? Sorry to hear that. I assume the explosion reported in the mountains was Vault 18. I'm sorry for your loss. I'd be lying to you if I said it didn't shock me. The Enclave has been gone for years, crushed by a decades-long war. Vault 18's been off the radar too. Can you tell me exactly what these Enclave are looking for in the vault? Where did they get your location? Never heard of him. Like I said, they've been gone 20 years. They must have a base out east, low on manpower. I'm going to venture a guess that by us, you mean healthy adult humans. That sounds like their MO. I don't know if you're aware, but they've pulled this old stunt before. You're just the latest. So, how'd they get in? Wasteland scouts. No doubt old Doc Kevin Rossman. I always expected his vault to be up there somewhere. You do know that Rossman is wanted for treason in the NCR, and by helping him, you're also implicated. I'll take that as an admission of ignorance. Look, son, I don't know how close you were to Rossman, but he was a good man. If it were up to me, I'd have the president pardon him right now. But as record shows, he betrayed key NCR business interests and is wanted for murder. He thwarted a prospector's effort to locate and extract technology from vaults in this area, specifically Vault 18. Got a lot of NCR citizens killed or captured by raiders in the process. Not that those bastards didn't deserve it. Right, now the questions I want answered. What happened to those Enclave agents? You must be a highly competent soldier to pull off a counterattack like that. You walked across Raider Alliance country, killed a psychotic commander, and before that, you defeated veteran Enclave officers in battle. I'm starting to get a picture of you as quite an asset. What do you say we have a talk about continued service in the NCR? You're sharp. You know I have Dr. Rossman's treason card up my sleeve. I could always blackmail you with that, imprison you for life. But you will notice that I haven't asked where he is, or if he's alive. I don't have to ask questions I don't need to hear the answers to, do I? Not quite. You see, I've needed someone in your position for a long time. Someone outside my chain of command. Someone not NCR. The new California Republic is in a tough position. We're facing a civil war between the powerful she-banks, the mob, and Congress is deadlocked. My country's army is tied up in bureaucratic bullshit that's staying my hand. It's getting good men killed while the hub's politicians get fatter. I'm afraid these survivalist raiders are a true and serious threat to our nation's security. Congress doesn't agree. They just want to sit on it. If even a fraction of the reports from Arizona are true, there is an army on the horizon big enough to bog us down in war for decades. I'm not just saying that the raiders are a problem because Union City is my hometown. I'm saying they might get us all killed if not dealt with. With this news that they are in bed with the Enclave, I just can't risk it. I need people like you to go above military order and stop them. There's no way I can trust Congress or my superiors with this. It has to be you. And for it, I guarantee you will be taken care of. I can't promise you much, but I'll have it taken care of. You people have been through quite a lot in the past few days. You're free to rest here. A man named Marius lives north of here. He'll be glad to let you stay with him until more permanent accommodations are available. That's a good question. One I'm going to leave up to you. Give me a day to sit on it. I've got some questions to ask and a serious situation to ascertain. I'll have your answer tomorrow. In the meantime, feel free to sit back in town. Grab a drink on me. I bet you ain't got any cash. Here's 20 bucks. Spend it smart. I'll let you know when I've reached a decision. Head on out the door and wait. What the shit is going on out there? You better get out there and help Jameson get a grip on what's happening. Staff Sergeant, open this door. I want to report on what those raiders are up to ASAP.